You're listening to the Stupidity In Your Ear podcast. Here comes the stupid.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to your FORTNITE guide for the week.
360 no scopes only.
We've got you with the Season 12 Battle Pass locations, all the guides, every spot, treasure map, ATKs, shopping carts, you name it, we got it. Brand new weapons dropping, something, brand new parachutes and skins for all of y'all Fortniters out there. Check out we got the latest dirt on Ninja.
Yes.
Joke landed. Well done.
I had no idea what you were saying, so I was trying to I was gonna ad-libs and stuff, but I was so lost.
I was tapping into what I hear my brothers say.
That's brilliant, dude. Anyway.
Okay, seriously though, there's so much Fortnite slang that I don't get.
No.
Hey bro, we got a dip. Oh no, you got all the mats, bro? You got I'm like, what are you guys saying? What? Apparently dip means get out of there. We gotta leave.
Yeah, I knew that. Just in general speaking.
Context. Is it? Is that a general thing?
Trying to dip? Yeah, let's dip.
Is that not Fortnite slang?
Mm-mm.
Well, that shows how much I know.
It's American slang.
Mats is just materials.
It's going to Scotland. Yeah.
That's stupid.
I don't know why. I was thinking floor mats. Did you get the welcome mat?
Yeah.
Anyway.
So that was a good intro.
Welcome to the podcast, everybody.
Welcome to the podcast.
Good to see you.
Get your daily dose of stupidity. I mean, I guess it's not daily. Get your weekly dose of stupidity.
Weekly works better.
Feels good to be back. We haven't recorded in 7-8 months. So
yeah, gosh,
feels
man.
weird being back.
Miss us.
Yeah, God. False. We recorded recently. Okay, you want to hear something very depressing?
Sure.
Netflix in the UK does not have The Office on it.
Does it have the UK office?
Has the UK office only.
Dang.
Something about licensing or whatever. Netflix doesn't show it, so it recognizes your IP addresses in the UK.
So I'm sure that they don't have any subscribers to Netflix in the UK.
Yeah, no, Netflix is terrible in the UK. That's why, because they don't have The Office.
That sucks.
No, it actually does suck.
Not that I like the UK office, but
no, it's good. But thank goodness I have all the ones on DVD, so I'll be fine. Yeah, I mean I have very limited luggage capacity for when I move, but majority of it will be taken up by The Office on DVD. So.
Dang, that sounds bummer.
Yeah.
Wow.
What can you do though? I mean, except petition the government.
Yeah, it's the government's fault, really.
So, no taxation without representation. Am I right, King George?
Oh, God, King George, he knew everything. Well, Sam, I have a question for you.
I might have an answer. So,
we talked last episode a little bit about some music and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And so I was thinking, because I've heard of this trend. So there's a certain trend going around where, say there's a band that you like.
Okay.
And they're kind of underground a little bit.
Oh, yeah. A little grunge.
Yeah, a little grunge. And then so then they become popular.
Okay.
Well, kind of. Maybe one song gets popular.
Okay.
Do you dislike that song because it becomes popular? Say for instance, Mumford & Sons, they are they're not really underground, they're pretty famous, but their most popular song is Far and Away, I Will Wait.
Yeah.
Which and most of the other songs are pretty unknown. Do you dislike that song because it's popular?
I kind of hate myself, but I kind of do a little bit.
Yeah, that's really pretentious, but yeah.
No, it is. Okay, if there's one thing that I can be made fun of a lot, that I know is stupid about me, I think it's my music. And just my attitude towards music. It's kind of pretentious, and I don't know. I wish it didn't affect what I thought of the music. I still like the song. I do. It just I prefer their deeper tracks. I don't know.
For me, it's I realized why it got famous, so I'm why not like it? But no, I've heard people do they're oh, I hate that song. I'm why? It's well, it's really popular. I'm what?
No, I don't go that far. I don't go that far.
It does not make sense to me.
Yeah, no, it's that is stupid. I don't know. I wish I didn't feel anything like that, but there's a little something there. I will give you a little something about yes on the answer.
So next week I'm not going to do the podcast with Sam. He's being suspended.
Well, I'm on probation.
Yeah. Okay, so
And prohibition.
Yeah, well, yeah, hopefully. Speaking of good music, so I went back on my YouTube page, the classic,
Nice.
and I was rewatching our Time Dancers video.
Oh, yeah.
Where we, how we rap.
What did we still Dre?
Yeah, so the rap that was written for us, we did not write it, was actually pretty good.
Oh, flame.
And I was listening to us rap it, and it is the definition of like the most painful thing I've ever watched. Like it's not even like we're bad and like funny. It's like we're bad because we're just actually really bad, and like it is so like it was so painful to watch. It was not even. It was so bad. Like it hurt physically.
And the thing is, like the other video we have, we're definitely younger, so you can kind of write it off.
Yeah.
But that one we're like in high school,
freshman in high school, yeah. Which still, no, but it's really bad. It's really, really, really bad. It's so bad.
Oh man, we should send that video to Cody and Noel and see if they'll do a bad cringe on it.
We should. It's not very popular, but
no, it's not popular at all. But I mean, shoot your shot, right?
Shoot your shot, baby. Oh man.
No, but okay, back to that music thing. A lot of artists will dislike like their one really popular song.
I take it like because you think like
it's kind of like
that song's good, but like that's all I'm famous for.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like actors who are known for just like their one role,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know.
It's definitely weird. I hate to bring up Penny and Sparrow again, but if you know me, they get brought up a lot. I love them so much and I share them with like everyone, but then when other people like get super into them as well, like a little tiny part of me is kind of like, oof, like a little bit is I don't know.
I don't want other people to enjoy the music.
No, I do. It's that is the overwhelming emotion, but I'm just saying there's just like a tiny part of me that is like a little bit of them, a little bit of like the exclusivity of them is lost a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm just talking about that. But I want everyone to love them. I want them to be famous. I want them to be well known because they should be, because they're fantastic. But
you're just really selfish and pretentious.
Yes, that's how it works.
Yeah, no offense or anything, obviously. Of course.
And I really only share like that bad part about myself about music with people that I'm close to.
Yeah.
So I figured, why not talk about it on the podcast?
That makes sense. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It's like putting your insecurity out there on the podcast.
Yeah,
like
so everyone can judge
no one's
me.
listening anyway.
Okay.
Except for Brad.
Except for Brad.
Brad is the best, dude.
Okay, if anyone else is listening to this and can relate at all to what I'm talking about, please message me or something and just make me not feel so terrible.
Actually, yeah, you could follow our Instagram.
Oh yeah. Just set that out.
Stupidity in Your Ear, one word, no caps. Little plug here. And, DM us if you feel like you're pretentious like Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like me, just like me, guys.
Wow. Anyway. I just wanted to roast you. I just want to put you on blast.
That's good. I'll get through that.
No, you won't. I'm perfect. So.
Dang it. I didn't think of that. Shoot.
Actually, I have very bizarre music tastes, so you could get me on that one, but...
Oh, man.
Do you have anything that you just are dying to share?
We're recording in a different room than the last episode, so it might be a little more echoey. I don't know. It's very hard for us to tell. Because we have...
need a little bit of money. Sounds like echo, and then I started singing, and then I was like, that sounds so bad, and then I decided to just actually start the whole podcast over. What are we at? 8 minutes? Yeah, let's just start over. Cool.
So if it's a little echoey, apologies for that.
Yeah, just go ahead and blow right past that one.
Yeah. That actually took a lot of my willpower not to laugh.
Good.
I just wanted it to be silent. I thought it might be funnier that way.
It wasn't, so.
It was not?
Did
okay.
Not pay out.
Well, lesson learned. Except I'll probably try it again, so.
Okay, so I figured I better tell another embarrassing story.
Oh, yes.
I'm trying to decide which one to tell. Because I have two that I have written down.
Second one.
Okay, well, I'll tell that one. So basically, one time, there's like 5 of us, and we're taking like our graduation pictures. And so we go to an ice cream store after we're done taking pictures, and we're like, let's get some ice cream. And so our good friend Hillard,
you may know him from Netflix.
Yeah, from Netflix, from our podcast, either one. Well, there's this thing that I used to do. I think I stole it from somewhere where I'd just be like, "Oh, don't tell my trainer," every time I ate something like really bad.
Okay, say it in the voice.
Don't tell my trainer.
Do not tell my trainer that it's my cheat day today.
And so then Hillard dared me to, with this random guy in the middle of the store, to get my ice cream.
First off, was dressed super weirdly. Remember, he was wearing like a collared shirt with sports shorts and slides and socks.
I wasn't judging him based on his outfit because I'm not materialistic.
I was.
So.
I am. I was and am.
Don't judge a book.
By its
no,
reviews.
Yeah, you just don't judge a book. All of them are good.
Oh wow! So any person who wrote a review on a book is wrong.
Yeah, definitely.
Huh.
Anyway, so Hillard dares me to do that to this random guy, and I was like, you know what? I'm tired of caring about what other people think. I'm like, this would be so funny, and so I give my ice cream, and I literally got it, and I like started laughing, and like as soon as they handed it to me. So I was like trying. It took me like 3 tries to like regroup myself, and so everyone like it's literally us 5 and that guy in the store, and like the guy that's like behind the counter. And so I sit there, I just look over and I say, "Oh, do not tell my trainer. It's my cheat day." And he just looks at me and just waits there and goes, "Yeah." So uncomfortable because my friends did not laugh. They were just watching me like.
Oh, it was so hard not to laugh.
So I was like, oh yeah. And so I just like walked, but we had to wait in line to pay for our ice cream. So like and they were all in line and none of them had paid yet. So like we had to sit next to that guy for like several minutes, just like sitting there awkwardly. But it was so funny. Like it was definitely one of the funnier things I've ever done, but it was so uncomfortable.
Well, the thing is, like, you're not that like cut. Like,
oh no,
so,
I've never worked out in my life.
Trainer, like, you don't look like the type of guy to have a trainer.
That was really rude, actually. Low key. You know, you like definitely never work out. Like I can tell. Like it's so obvious that you've never done that.
It's mainly from like the fact that you tell me I haven't worked out in 3 years.
It's true. I'm close to my goal of weight gain, so
yeah.
Once I get there, I work out. I don't want to say.
Yeah, everyone listening, you can just imagine us as super cut, super fit.
Yeah, definitely.
Jaw lines out the wazoo.
You should see our jaw lines. Yeah. You can probably.
A couple piercings, actually.
Away. Yeah.
We have a Darth Maul horn implant.
Yes, that's what everyone needs.
Everyone needs.
Oh man! So do you have anything in mind you'd love to?
I figured I could do a story for the injury segment.
Yes,
we got to do
segment. Yes.
Last week. I don't know which one to go with though. There's freaking so many.
I have one that you could do.
Yeah.
The scooter one.
The scooter. This one was actually very, very bad.
It was embarrassing for you.
It was sophomore year, right?
Yeah, it would have been.
It was after basketball season. Mm-hmm. So this was in the springtime. And
springtime in the Rockies.
Springtime in the Rockies. Springtime. My brothers are riding bikes around the neighborhood, and so I hop on one of their electric razor scooters. Which goes, like maybe 10 miles an hour?
They're not very fast.
Not very fast.
Unfortunately, because they should be faster.
Right. Well, yeah, for children. So I hop on that thing, and I'm like trying to ride behind my brothers, but they're on bikes, so they're going much faster. Mm-hmm. So of course I need to like, okay, and I've told this story thousands of times, but I've never found a good word for like pedaling the scooter. What's the right word for that?
Pedaling the scooter.
Pedaling? Mm-hmm. But there's no pedal.
Well, your foot is a pedal.
How about rowing? Because it's more like rowing a boat than it is pedaling.
But you don't switch legs. Can you imagine how hard that'd be?
Yeah, but people who like row on
so
like teams, they didn't. Yeah. So anyway, I was rowing the scooter, and trying to catch up to my brothers, going as hard as I can. And on the back wheel axle, there is a hubcap. So basically just like a rounded off bulb, I don't know. It's not sharp at all.
Oh,
it's literally just like a round piece of metal, and I slammed my left like heel. What's the bone? Not the heel bone, but like the ankle bone. I guess
the tricep. Yeah.
No, so I slammed my tricep into into the hubcap on the back of this thing, and it didn't cut me, but the sheer force with which I slammed my ankle into that thing split the skin on my ankle bone open, probably 2 inch and a half. Split it open an inch and a half, all the way down to the bone. And I just remember hitting it and not thinking it was that bad, looking down at my white sock that I was wearing and just seeing blood. Thank goodness I was on an electric scooter and I could just ride that thing back.
Oh, God.
I get to the house and I'm like, Paul, run inside and tell Dad. Dad comes out and he's like, what is the issue now? And like, Dad, I hit my ankle. And he's like, you're not that hurt. Come on. I'm like, Dad, I need to get myself to the bathtub because I'm bleeding a lot. He's like, you're not bleeding. Pull the sock off. He's like, oh my gosh. He felt really bad for thinking I was like,
I love how parents do not trust their kids.
Well, okay, there's probably 10 other injuries I had that were nothing, but anyway, I like started going into shock. Like my face got really white. So I had to get 8 stitches, and they had to do 2 layers of stitches, a layer on the inside and a layer on top.
I don't know why I asked to tell this story, because I'm just getting sick right now. Like, I'm not even ready.
You need this trash can to throw up in?
Yeah, please.
They gave me a shot in my butt of like painkiller or numbing stuff. I was pretty loopy, dude. I was pretty loopy.
That's nice.
It was pretty nice. And then anyway, the worst part of it was not the cut, but because I slammed my foot into it, it bruised like the whole thing, and there's not much tissue in your foot, so the whole foot swelled up. I was on crutches for a month and a half.
Oh yeah, it was a long time.
A month and a half for a cut in my ankle.
It was so annoying.
And we were doing... God, he wouldn't shut up about it.
It's like every time it's like, oh, I'm on crutches, oh, I can't walk. Shut up.
We were doing... So every year our high school would put on like the end of the year like a music production that was just like Broadway show songs and like really fun stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we did a song from one of my favorite musicals ever, Newsies.
We did? Oh, yeah, we did.
That was your
we did 2 songs.
And I had to miss it. You should. I had to miss it. But if you know the musical Newsies, there's a character in there who walks around on a crutch, and his name is Crutchy. And everybody was trying to get Mrs. Henderson to let me...
I forgot about that.
I didn't mean to say her name. Everyone was trying to get her to let me be Crutchy in the show, but she didn't let me.
Dang,
it was a big bummer.
Well,
so that one was less funny and just more like...
It made me so sick. I don't know why I asked you to do that.
Oh, man. So tune in next week for the injury segment.
Ugh, gross. Yeah, that's disgusting, actually.
It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun.
I can imagine your parents being like, you just cost us so much money because you hit your foot on a scooter.
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
I would be mad at my kid.
That was a bad year for our family. We met our deductible, like our health insurance deductible, which is pretty high, like in like March of that year.
That's pretty good.
So I mean, from March on, we were covered entirely. But everybody in our family got hurt or sick. Paul like had his ankle fill up with blood just randomly, and he had to get it drained or something.
God, that's so disgusting. Ugh.
That was a fun year, man.
Does not sound fun, actually. That's so disgusting.
Yeah.
One time I went to a friend's party, like it was like a summer party in like 8th grade, and so he has like a basketball court in his backyard. Like I shouldn't say court, it's like a basketball hoop with like cement.
Yeah.
And so we were gonna play basketball, and we just got out of the pool, and so we were all barefoot. But then there was fertilizer on the cement for some reason, and so we had the right idea of spraying off the fertilizer with a hose, so the cement was like soaking wet, and we're still playing barefoot, and I slipped and I landed on my butt and broke my tailbone at the beginning of summer. So like the entire summer I had to sit like on the couch like with an ice pack on my butt, like watching TV or something like that, or reading. I mean, definitely reading, writing,
a lot of reading.
poetry, all that.
A lot of just meditation.
Yeah, I would just sit there and think about Nirvana, the band, not the Buddhist stuff, like actual the band.
Did you hear Kurt Cobain died last week?
Yeah, it's crazy.
So sad.
It's not even
Him and Aretha
true.
Franklin, they were in a car.
It's not.
And they drove off a cliff.
She just passed away.
Too soon?
Very much too soon.
Darn. Well, this episode will release in like 2 or 3 weeks,
That's
so
true, probably good.
it'll be funny then.
Oh my gosh. We're losing so many fans because of you.
Well, I got us those fans in the first place.
Oh, not you. Different person. That I do
were you
a
talking
podcast
to?
with. Yeah, different person. Yeah.
To the Lego Obi-Wan that I have on my desk.
That is an incredible set. The
Thank you.
red ship from Revenge of the Sith that Obi-Wan flies in.
Yeah.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah, great movie.
Anyway.
We're actually going to do a sing-along to the next Star Wars movie, yeah. So we're going to sing along.
You turn her against me! I am so good at cosplaying that Anakin part. I just want to give myself a shout out for how good I am at that.
Oh, man.
I brought peace, justice, and freedom to my new empire.
My new empire.
Your new empire. Oh my gosh, I love that.
Oh, it's so good.
Good times.
Good times with the fam.
I actually have another social question for you.
Social question.
Social. God, I'm so social.
From your sociology class?
Yeah. Yes, my sociology class, yes. So, something that I realized... Well, let me just pose you this question. So say that you were meeting someone for lunch.
Okay.
And you're driving separately. Obviously, because you're meeting them.
I'm vegan.
Yes. Doesn't really factor into the story, but...
Oh, okay. I just thought I should say.
Okay, actually, do you like gluten or no?
No, I'm actually on a gluten-only diet. I'm allergic to gluten-free things.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, the other day we had breakfast at a place.
I told you that story of... I was like... I was doing something with some kids, and we were like giving out like a snack, and a kid like raised his hand, and he was like... Do these have gluten in them? And I was like, oh, actually, yeah, they do. Sorry. And he goes, yes! And I was like, that is so awesome. I thought it was going to be that I'm gluten-free. He's like, yes!
So
excited.
I really want to go somewhere that serves something gluten-free and ask them to put gluten on it. Hey,
outside of gluten?
Could you just sprinkle some gluten on top? I know you guys pull gluten out of other stuff. You just like throw it away or something. Could you maybe throw some away into my mouth?
To my mouth right now. Anyway, let me ask you this question. So you're meeting someone for lunch.
Yes.
So you pull up, you arrive at the restaurant.
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you go inside and do you wait for them, or do you like text them like, hey, are you here? Or do you kind of just like wait for a little bit and then go
something
inside?
About me?
No, I just want to know what you do.
It depends on the restaurant. Like if I go to Chipotle, that's like a line ordering system. And you kind of want your food very fresh there. So I try not to go into Chipotle unless I know the person is there.
Okay,
does that make sense?
Yes.
So then you can stand in line, you can talk together, you can get your food at the same time. But if it's somewhere that you sit down and you order, like a breakfast place, like my personal favorite, here's a plug, sponsor Jimmy's Egg, love Jimmy's Egg, go to Jimmy's Egg. Can I say Jimmy's Egg?
That's your favorite breakfast?
It's my favorite. It's very good food. But like I've been there so many times that they know me. So like I'm a regular. That's like my favorite thing.
I love Jimmy's Diner.
Jimmy's Diner is very good. Anyway, if it's a place like that, I will usually go in before, because then you can still sit there and wait for them, but you order your food again at the same time. But
see, that's interesting because I have always like sat in my car and texted like, "Are you here?"
Yeah,
and wait for them to show up.
I will normally do that probably,
but I'm trying to get into a better habit now of like going in like waiting for them. I feel like it's just more adult to be like, probably not just be like, "Hey, are you here?" Like texting them. Yeah, I'm like, I can be an adult and like go inside and sit and then go like once they show up, be like, "Hey, what's up?" and then go.
Sometimes I'll sit in my car and pretend like I just pulled up.
That's what I do. And
or
I'm on the phone.
Yeah.
Sorry, just a second. Yeah.
Yeah. Bye, Mom. No, I love you, Mom. I gotta go. No, yes, of course I'll get those things for you.
Pam, obviously gonna get those things too.
Thank you for saving me. I had nowhere to go with that.
Yeah, I was kind of waiting. It's like, yeah, the punchline's, it's coming. It's coming.
It's not out there.
But yeah, that was my social question for the day.
That's it?
Yeah, I was just seeing if you were someone who texts or if you were someone who just goes inside. Because I definitely am someone who texts when I'm trying to get better. Go inside, but...
Well, I mean, by saying better, you're assuming one's
I think it is better to go inside, so... Everyone who texts, you're an idiot. Just kidding. That is an exorbitant tan line for your watch. That's literally like white.
It's fantastic.
It's something is what it is.
It's a talking point. No, it kind of started by accident, just like working outside, you know, and then Paul got kind of into it, and then it became kind of a competition.
I never understood wanting to get a tan line.
It didn't happen out of like a desire. It just kind of happened. No, but then it became like a competition. But
I know like the Choco tan line is a big thing.
Yeah.
Which I have right now. But like I never like I need to get a Choco tan line.
I never did either.
I just like wore them in the sun to get a tan, which is how you do that. So
I didn't wear a watch for a long time, and then probably about a year ago, I was just like, I'm gonna wear a watch, and now from that day on, I always wear watches.
Except for today, because I saw your tan line. So
around the house, I usually don't. But
I've never been a watch guy.
Really,
I've never like consistently ever worn a watch.
I don't get buying watches for jewelry. I hate that so much. When people just buy expensive watches that are hard to read because they like have like 2 of the numbers on them, or B like have like 8 watches that they switch out to match things. I have 2 watches. One is like $15 sport watch that is waterproof. I can work in it. I can go to camp in it. The other one is like a brown one that's kind of nice that I got on super killer sale.
Nice.
Like super killer.
I would like a watch I could wear with something nice.
Yes.
But I have never once been like more motivated than thinking, yeah, I could get one, and then just never doing it. I've never been more motivated than doing that. So, you know, what can you do?
What can you do?
Watches.
Ooh,
it is unbelievable though how much watches can cost.
Oh my gosh. I don't get it. Well, some watches are kind of cool. Paul told me this hilarious story. He sat next to insert name here in a class last year, and he was like, yeah, this chick only wears a watch as like jewelry, but she wears it every single day. And he looked at the watch and it was the wrong time. So he's like, oh, let me set that for you. So he sets it an hour behind on purpose, and then asks her like 2 weeks later, hey, what time is it? And she reads it, and it's still an hour later.
Oh my
doesn't notice. And he's like, I did. Just like further proof.
That's amazing.
Isn't that hilarious?
I cannot believe the Apple Watch is becoming like a fashion statement too.
It's a fashion statement?
It's more than like people wear it like because it's fashionable now.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's expensive.
I know. I don't know. That would bother me because you can't really text on it. Like you can text, but like it would be so hard.
You have to write out each letter,
and like you can't really do anything with it. I just don't understand the point of it. Like it does not make sense.
It's like a glorified Fitbit.
Which Fitbits are kind of cool.
You can use it to cheat on tests. I know you can do that.
Oh my gosh, they're banned at every school I've ever been to now. It's kind of smart, but you know. Technology.
So should we get into the main meat of the podcast?
Of course, I know what it is. Yes.
Jewel hour.
No.
So what's your favorite type of jewel, Calvin?
Rubies.
Rupees.
Rubies.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Why do you like rubies jewel the best?
Because they're red.
Oh, I'm more of an emerald guy. But.
Well, what can you do? This is not.
This is not funny.
I was trying to give you some help, but you're just drowning me right now.
Well, that's what I mean. Isn't that how jewels are formed? Like carbon, like it's drowned for years and years. Oh, dude.
I'm gonna have to tell another embarrassing story if you don't pick it up seriously.
I've run out of everything. My life is empty. I do nothing.
Okay,
Except I made pancakes today.
They were fire pancakes.
Thank you. I made them from scratch.
That's actually really impressive, though.
Thank you.
Because I haven't cooked anything still. Like, I'm sucking at cooking, but
Yeah.
I can cook chicken. I have ground beef in my freezer that I bought the first time I was shopping.
Yeah.
Which was a month ago, and I have not used it. I don't know how to cook it, like, so it's gonna be in my freezer until I figure out.
Ground beef. Like, are you gonna make it like tacos?
Well, the problem is that I bought like 3 pounds, so I'm like, I don't really want to make 3 pounds worth of taco meat because I would not eat all of that.
It's so easy. You just either put it in a pan and like mash it a bunch to make.
Well, yeah, I know how to do it. I just don't know. I don't want to make 3 pounds of it.
Well,
so.
and you could do the rest. You could make them into patties and then freeze them.
Well, I actually do have spaghetti sauce, so I could make spaghetti too.
Is spaghetti being made?
Spaghetti.
It's a spaghetti.
Have I told you about when we went to Italy and I did that?
Yes.
Yeah.
But tell me again.
Okay, so when I went to Albania, we stopped in Rome in the airport. So like went to an Italian store and there was spaghetti, and I was like,
no.
I was like, I can't not do this, but I really shouldn't because it's so inappropriate and so like rude. But like again, I just stopped caring, and that's probably bad. But I was like, I went, it's spaghetti.
You said this to like the host.
Like my friends were there too, so they were laughing, but they were like, "What is wrong with you?"
The host said that. Did they say anything?
No, they said it to me. The host just kind of like looked at me and kind of probably just ignored it. Which, I mean, she might not speak English. She would have.
It's spaghetti.
Yeah, spaghetti.
Do you have any meatballs?
And I was pretty embarrassed after, but I thought it was really funny still. So
should have asked him, where is Mr. Brother Mario?
Oh, Mario and Luigi.
Mario.
It's me, Mario.
It's me. Yahoo!
Yahoo!
We're getting dangerously close to Jar Jar Binks here.
Mr. Jar Jar Binks.
Excuse me.
Yahoo! Okay, let's stop doing that.
Forever.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah.
Oh, dude.
I could tell another embarrassing story of mine.
Do it.
Okay. So there's one time we had soccer practice one day. This is in high school. And my mom the night before told me, "Hey, I'm gonna make fajitas for you for dinner tomorrow night." I was like, "I see you, Mom. I see you." Great mom.
Great mom.
So
yeah, you know what? I would like to take this time to do our second sponsor of the day.
Oh yes.
Calvin's mom.
Mm-hmm.
Genuinely one of my favorite people.
Me too.
She gives great hugs. Honestly. No, like she. Yeah. Always gives me a hug.
Oh,
it's really nice.
That's nice. I didn't know how to respond to that at first.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of weird to respond to, but
no, it's cool.
That was a genuine.
Thank you.
Genuine thing.
Your mom's great too.
Thanks, Miss Pomeroy.
Thank you, Mrs. Raper. God, get me all in the feels right now.
So you want to listen to some
Marvin's Room? Oh, dude, my gosh.
I got control of my laugh in the last couple episodes, but
that's lame because
it's everyone's favorite. Out of control.
Everyone loves the laughs. So
this episode's been bad. It's been bad, man.
Let me tell you my story though. So my mom makes these fajitas. I'm like, well, bet. So the next day, I come home from soccer practice and I look in the fridge and they're like in the pan and they're all seasoned and like there's vegetables and stuff. I'm like, this looks too flame. So, my sister's there. She was getting ready for something, but I had to like rush. It's like I got home and like had to leave in like 30 minutes.
You were rushing?
Mm-hmm. Like a fraternity.
Yeah, but you were still in high school. How'd you do that?
I was rushing to get somewhere else, and so then I was like I was in a hurry. I wasn't really like thinking or anything, but so like my sister sees me eat these 2 fajitas, right? So I ate 2 of them. They were flame. I was like, that is really good, like chewy steak.
Yeah.
That's which chewy steak does not sound appealing, but it was good then.
Right.
So then I head over whatever. I go to my place, and so then when I get home, my mom is sitting in the kitchen. She's like, "Calvin, are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Do you realize what you did?" And I was like, "What?" I have no idea what she's talking about. So it turns out that the fajitas Well, okay, I'll say it turns out that when my mom came home and picked up my sister, and my mom was talking, and she was like, "Yeah, I need to get home and cook those fajitas." And so my sister was like, "What? Those aren't cooked yet?" And so she said, "Yeah, I haven't cooked them." And she goes, "Calvin ate 2 full fajitas worth of that stuff." And so what I didn't realize I had done was I had ate 2 full fajitas of raw chicken that was seasoned and like put in the pan but was never actually cooked. But I just assumed that it was cooked. And it's a little bit about me. I don't know what raw chicken tastes like apparently. So I ate 2 fajitas of raw chicken. And so my mom was like, "You seriously are gonna get salmonella, like you're gonna die." But I literally did not feel sick at all. I didn't get sick in any way. I was somehow completely fine.
How on earth did you not taste raw chicken?
I thought it was steak. I seriously straight out thought it was steak.
How do you think raw chicken?
Well, that's the thing. Is it was like seasoned and like seasoned like
It's
fajitas.
gotta be rubbery. Was it not rubbery?
It was chewy. Yeah.
It was very chewy.
But I warmed it up in the microwave because it was in the fridge, so it was like it wasn't like it was freezing cold. But like, yeah. So that is really embarrassing because like I'm just an idiot. My mom though was so panicked, which I don't blame her for because that is so much raw chicken, and that was like 2 years ago, and there's still a chance like I'll die soon, but yeah, that was a really funny
honestly,
story.
salmonella is overrated. Like it's overdone.
It is.
Yeah, it's overdone.
I think someone just walked into your
there's
your
people
house.
doing work here, so.
I just said hello. Do you want to go say? How's your dog?
I hate my dog. If you
Perfect
guys can hear
entrance.
Hank, I'm sorry. They're fine. They can come in here like when there's no one home. So.
That seems. Is that a thing? We had our mechanic come over, and I like stayed home the whole time because I was like, thought that was the proper etiquette.
Well, yeah, but these guys have been in and out for like 2 weeks.
Oh, cool. So like best friends with them.
Yeah. Also, like we know the family.
Oh, that's nice. Good stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So if someone fed me raw chicken, I probably wouldn't even notice.
So for 10,000 likes, Calvin will
I would
more
not.
raw chicken.
I seriously was like playing on the verge of death. Like
I cooked chicken the other day, and I was so scared that I was gonna undercook it. Like I cooked it and I ate it, and I knew it was done, but I was so scared because I was feeding other people.
Oh yeah.
So I was so scared that I was gonna give someone salmonella.
Well, what can you do?
It all turned out good. Everyone loved it. So
You made enchiladas the other day for
that's what
me.
I'm talking about.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
You didn't even tell us?
No.
That's a prank.
No.
Sam and Lauren
ate the
made
food like hours
me
before.
and my roommates like enchiladas, and then he tried to poison us. So
It was all Lauren's idea.
she's probably jealous she hasn't been on the podcast. Or they keep dragging her through the mud every time.
Okay, yeah, no. I don't know. Have we made her look bad on here?
I didn't think it was that bad, but the first time when I was like, oh yeah, she's one of Sam's several girlfriends, was probably not good. Like, I was just a slip of the tongue, Freudian slip.
Oh, wow, psychology.
Gosh, dude, my psychology classes are pretty interesting, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could physically read your mind right now.
What am I thinking?
That you think you've done a bad job representing Lauren on the podcast. So.
Well, I was actually thinking about how skin is the largest organ. But
actually, I was thinking about skin is the largest organ.
But also that, yeah, no.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Oh man.
Oh, so what now? I mean, we're out of everything to talk about. We have nothing.
Are you out
left.
of stuff to talk about?
I have nothing left.
Really
to
good
talk
job
about.
preparing for today.
I should have prepared better.
Next week, I'm not gonna do it with Sam. I'm just gonna do my own thing. I'm gonna play 2 characters. One's gonna be Sam, and one's gonna be me. And so I'll just be normal me, and then all of a sudden, I'll just be talking, and then I'm just gonna go like, and I'll be Sam. That's my impression of you.
Wait, did you say something?
No.
Oh, okay.
Anyway.
I thought I heard whispering.
No, yeah, that wasn't me.
Okay.
Must be the walls.
So, what do you do next week? You want to record?
Next week?
Yeah.
You're moving, so.
Oh. Okay. You're not gonna record like by yourself, will you?
No, definitely not. Yeah, no, I definitely wouldn't. And like that new mic I bought, that's
Yeah.
like just for solo stuff. Like that's not for.
Oh, okay.
That's not for like
That's
a
a
podcast.
relief.
Or
That's a
anything.
relief. Okay.
Yeah, I know it's confusing because it probably makes it seem like it, but like,
No.
definitely not at all.
No.
Like
yeah, no.
and, like-
You know, definitely.
No,
Okay, look at these photos here on my desk. These were gifted to me by my brothers.
It's kind of arrogant.
Count-
Actually, I did that before though. Did I tell you that?
No,
Okay, I'll just do this and I'll tell you my story.
no. I want you to describe these pictures that were given to me.
Okay, so one is of Paul, which he's just looks like probably was a Snapchat that he just saved and then printed out. No caption and just a picture of him like
But
looking like he's
it's like
really tired.
He's
like,
in the
so-
bottom third of the picture.
I know.
And the top 2/3 is black.
Just
And he's like doing this weird thing with his hand, and he's like looking high. It's honestly like, it's not the kind of picture you would have.
and there's
ever.
an extremely blurry picture of your younger brother Matthew, where he's just kind of like not smiling, just like pursing his lips and
I
staring.
think frumpy is a good word to describe it. It just looks like
well, I love that you framed both of these and put them in your room.
they framed them
Oh.
and gave them to me in a frame as a gift.
No, okay, so I went to this like white elephant party and I didn't know what to get, and I'm like, I'm not gonna spend money because
Who spends money?
yeah. And so then I was like, it'd be really funny if I came across as like super arrogant. Like my entire life, it's like 18 years. So I built up all the way till this party. That's why I come across super arrogant. to
Right,
everyone
right,
else.
right.
It was for the
It was
party.
for the party.
Yeah. But
And do you have
so-
another one? Is that why you come off as arrogant on here too? You have another one coming up?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Jerk. So I went to this party and I wrapped up a frame with a picture of me and I put it in the white elephant thing. And as people like, I was close with some of them,
Yeah.
but not with many of the other people. And so like literally it was just like random people there. And so they like opened this picture of me and they're like, what? Oh gosh, it was really funny.
We have a
though.
friend, George, who went to a white elephant, did a similar thing. For soccer, they made big printouts of our heads, of everybody on the soccer team. So he had his own of that, and he signed it. He signed his
That's
name on it,
awesome.
and then gave it to somebody. It was great.
That's
It
awesome.
was great. I really tried to get it, but I got hot sauce instead. So
I've actually always had good luck with white elephants. The
Really?
only thing I've ever had good luck with, I usually get pretty good stuff there.
I was really happy I got the hot sauce. That's the hot sauce that we ate in that video.
Oh
Did
my
you
gosh,
saw
dude.
that, yeah?
Do you want to tell the story of that? So funny.
So we got this hot sauce. It's called Death Nectar. It is 300,000 Scovilles.
I wouldn't know.
Which is, if you're
A
not aware,
lot, yeah.
a habanero
Unbelievable.
is like 2,000 Scovilles or something like that.
Gosh.
And so I don't know what compelled me to do this, but I got me and Paul and Matthew, and we all agreed that we were going to eat this hot sauce just for the freaking memes, and we recorded it, and maybe we should put it up on your YouTube channel. I don't know if people want to see it, but
It's so funny.
we put it on we each put it on a wing, and we ate it. I think it was like top 5 most painful things in my life.
The video was so funny. I love you. Aren't you literally just like punching the wall?
I hit the wall as hard as I could.
Yeah.
That
and
was
then like
bad. And
you guys are
Matthew-
just slamming down ice cream and drinking milk.
Yes, I drank 1/4 of a gallon of milk.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
Matthew threw up all over the carpet.
That is the funny, like, well, I've made an argument several times in the past that in any situation, if someone throws up,
Yes.
it instantly makes it
Yes.
1,000 times better. Literally,
Yes.
you can name a situation if someone threw up, it
Funeral.
would literally, imagine throwing up in the middle of a funeral. Or like
in the middle of a play,
I was
musical.
gonna be like throw up during like the eulogies. It's better if it's projectile vomit too. But
Projectile.
take what you can get, but like a
Other
play,
scenarios.
just like
Musical, yeah.
you're like at a
Hilarious.
musical and like you
Stand
just
up.
literally like during a podcast, I just puke all
If you
over
threw
the
up on the
mic.
mic. Baseball game.
Literally at home plate, and you're about
Strike
to
3,
slide
you're
it.
out.
There's literally anything to make it funny, but when Matthew threw up, just all over the carpet, so so funny, dude.
Oh man. And
Remember when
I took a screenshot of like the moment of him throwing up, and it's like the perfect shot because Matthew's on the far right. You can see the vomit coming out of his mouth. Paul's in the middle, like gagging and like crying, and I'm on the far left, just like pain and sweat and tears, and it's just like 3 in a row, like smallest to shortest. It's the most like photogenic picture ever, and Matthew was vomiting in the.
Is that why you guys got new carpet downstairs? I would have been so mad if that was your parents.
Oh yeah, well I texted my parents we were doing it. They weren't home, and my mom's like, "Oh yeah, you're probably chicken. You probably won't do it." She comes home, sees the vomit, loses her mind. Like she deserves to.
Mom, you asked for this.
And actually, one of the really funny parts is John, my youngest brother. He was a little too young to do it, I think, so we didn't let him. But he records the whole thing, and he's laughing hysterically the whole time. He's just like, I'm so glad I didn't do this.
That's savage.
And there's also a scene where Paul turns and looks at the camera, and then he throws up in his mouth and swallows it back. Like, it's so
Dude, that reminds me of
so
when I
funny.
did from Buffalo Wild Wings, the Blazing Challenge.
Oh, shoot.
So I was a freshman, and I was like the only freshman that made the varsity soccer team. Little flex there. That was pretty unfortunate.
Dude, you just ripped through your shirt. That was a big flex.
But that makes it wasn't really flex. Like that was the reason they were hazing me, was because like there was no one else to haze, so they just hazed me for.
Didn't they lock you in a car trunk?
Yes, so they did a lot. So they locked me in the trunk of my car, which is
And you
tiny,
get
and I'm
claustrophobic.
very claustrophobic. So and like they were sitting on it. It's like I literally couldn't get out, and I was like, I'm gonna which I was about to throw up, which would have been funny.
They open the trunk and they're just like steaming vomit. You can see the steam lines
Remember
coming
we
up.
went camping one time, and like the only time we ever used a 4-man tent, I literally almost puked all over
gosh,
you
that
guys
was so
because
funny.
I was so claustrophobic.
That was actually terrible, but that was really funny.
Anyway, but they would just take soccer balls and they would kick it as hard as they could, just so far away, and they'd make me go get them.
Oh my gosh.
They made me get the water jug and like it's like so far away. It was like a quarter of a mile away, and go fill it up and take it all the way back by myself. But like they did it like. It wasn't like mean. Like you can do hazing like that, like without being really mean. It's just like he's just a freshman.
Well, but
and if
they also would include you.
No, and like they included me, and then I gained like respect through that, which is why I think that some forms of playful hazing are not even bad. And, like,
I agree.
Useful because like I had
not even
I had
hazing,
to learn,
but kind of
no,
earning
just
your
like
place.
It's like I had to learn to be. Like learn like you know what, I'm a freshman, like I'm not supposed to be this arrogant like put upon person.
Yes,
like, I have to earn my spot or something like that. So.
Yeah.
But what was I talking about?
Blazing Challenge.
Right. So then they also made me do the Blazing Challenge, and so they were all watching me do the Blazing Challenge. I actually completed it, but like the last wing, I threw up in my mouth, and it was all the wings, and like it was so hot coming down, but then also to come back up your throat, it's like a double burn, so I also had acidic vomit in my mouth, choked on it. It was like coming out. I just to impress these people, I just forced it back in and swallowed vomit, Blazing Challenge wings, and like water, and it was so disgusting. But I beat it, and I earned their respect. It was so disgusting.
I've swallowed back vomit a couple times in my life out of necessity. I can't imagine doing it with
It was
hot
like a
sauce.
full mouth of vomit too, and hot sauce. It was like the hottest. Like literally, they set the plate of wings down, and your eyes start watering, and your nose hurts.
How many wings is it?
Oh man, I forgot. It was a lot though, dude. It's so much.
8, 12?
It's probably 8. I don't want to like over exaggerate, so it's probably I'm gonna guess 8, 6 to 8. But like the problem is like I've almost finished, and they're like, no, you still have more left in that wing. I was like, can you just kill me now? Like I'd rather be dead than do this.
All you need to do is eat the skin off it. That's where the hot sauce is. You don't have to really eat the meat.
Yeah,
like, they shouldn't make you eat the meat.
It was painful though.
That is brutal.
It was fun though.
Gosh.
Can't complain. It was fun.
And you literally can complain about that.
Yeah, it was awful.
And
actually.
you just did.
It was
This
terrible.
is easily our grossest episode.
Yeah, seriously. Don't listen. It's too late now. But
I want to give you a warning. This episode's really gross, so if you are squeamish, don't listen.
Usually what I do for a podcast, I skip all the way to the end and I go back and watch. My brother used to do that. He would read the end of books, like the last chapter of a book, and then read the entirety. He was pretty young. We did that, but I was like, why?
I hate that.
That doesn't even make any sense.
Oh, gosh.
Your pretentious self is getting... I read a lot of books, so I just like... to ruin the art.
Ruins all
It ruins the art process of... The plot storyline. So it starts with the exposition, and then it goes into rising action, and the climax, following action. No, stop, and then the resolution. So
and epilogue.
Okay.
And usually there's an index of.
I'm literally
words.
in a college class where we just learned all this stuff, and they didn't even mention that. So
they didn't talk about epilogue and prologue.
Mm-mm.
Oh my. Dang, we got to 50 real quick. Shoot.
I thought he was about to come in the door. I was like, all right, sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anyway.
The other day I was in bed, and so like they had been working in this room up here,
Mm-hmm.
and then like they had finished kind of, and then that night I moved everything up here, and so I was in bed, and then like the workers just like came in my room, and they were like, oh. And then left. And I pretended I was asleep, but I was awake. And I was like, please don't come in.
I think I would do just like knocked on like your way, just like just leave, please.
Yeah. It was pretty funny. But
oh man, dang, probably should end it because it's kind of long. But
yeah,
it's good times.
it was a good one. This is probably the last one. No, we'll record one more.
One more at least.
Little
fun one.
Something.
They'll see in a while, but
Man,
it's gonna be so good.
Can't see a podcast, but.
Okay, I was gonna go as long as I could.
You ready?
Ow, you burned me.
You guys hear that?
Stop. I need to end the episode, please. Stop. Anyway, sorry for the last minute.
I apologize for that, guys. I just love ASMR so much.
Okay. Well, anyway, guys, if you would, you know what? If you're still feeling inclined, maybe still give us some reviews, maybe a rating, maybe 5-star or more.
And if you've already left a review, thanks. But go ahead and make another Apple
Make
account.
another fake account, yes, and please.
Leave another review.
And you can also follow us on our newly founded Instagram at Stupidity In Your Ear. No caps, no spaces. The profile picture, if you can't find us, there's so many results for it. It'll be our picture, the cover art that the wonderful at Avery Edwards did.
And we'll be
Shout out
following
her.
her. You can check our followers
Yes.
to find her if you want to find her on Instagram.
Yes.
So thanks for listening, guys. We really appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Peace out.
How do you turn this thing off?